in the game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love key talk gang.
Notification gang, Key Talk gang, really the same thing. Make sure you hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me get in the algorithm. Anyway, so it looks like some updated news on Bandman Kevo's son has actually been officially put out by some of like the international news, the actual legit not federal, but like big news sites. And now we get to come to see that it was an actual robbery gone wrong that actually happened with Bandman Kevo's son. And also, Bandman Kevo has responded to a lot of the people on the internet, pretty much saying that he seemed happy once his son passed away. Because, of course, once his son passed away, he posted the rest in power. But then next, he posted like a fancy watch literally right after that. So a lot of people's like, why is he's coming off as like happy that his son actually passed away? And also, we get more details on his relationship with his son. We'll get right into that right now. Anyway, so I'm going to start out by reading the report to y'all, right? So the report says, Kalamazoo, Michigan. A 16-year-old boy died Sunday afternoon when what appeared to be an online marketplace transaction turned into a deadly shooting. So somebody must have arrived to try to sell something, and it doesn't say that his side was the side that was doing the robbing or doing the selling, but you can imagine how it was, right? It continues and it says, Kavion Andre Rice, 16, of Kalamazoo, was killed in a shooting around 2:05 p.m. in the area of Reed and Ray Street on Sunday, according to Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety. Police believe the incident may be linked to an online marketplace transaction. Rice was taken to the hospital but died shortly after, police said. A vehicle left the scene at a high rate of speed, but was later found at an area hospital with two other individuals also seeking treatment for gunshot wounds, police said. They are expected to survive. So there was three of them. It was the son of Bandman Kevo and two of his partners. And pretty much it sounds like they're saying that either there was three of them and they all three got shot and Bandman Kevo's son died, or the other two that sped off and went to the hospital were the ones either doing a transaction or trying to get the stuff, right? They don't specifically say which side was doing the selling and which side wasn't, but they do let us know that it did come from a person trying to make a sale from the Facebook marketplace. And I would imagine that they got that information from the two that did survive the shooting at the hospital, right? So we'll have to get more details from it as they give us more details. Now, there is a reason that they're actually not giving us 100% just all the details right now, but that's besides the point as of right now, right? But next, a lot of people was actually saying, why is Bandman Kevo seem almost happy that this happened to his son? And more details have came out about Bandman Kevo and his actual son, right? So there was a guy that's from the streets. His name is Lou Will, and Bandman Kevo's son would actually contact him trying to get some paper. Bandman Kevo's son was in the trenches pretty much, and he was doing whatever he could do to survive. Now, in an interview that I played, Bandman Kevo said that he only paid he's a millionaire. He only paid like $900 a month for child support. And he said he did that because he paid between $50 and $60 on a lawyer. Therefore, he only had to pay that much because he believed that the mama was just spending all the money, right? So from what the Lou Will guy said is in the street, he's another street guy that I guess the son will go to get money. He posted messages of his son, of Bandman Kevo's son, asking him, hey man, listen, you got any work that I could do for some paper, right? So I'm gonna read that. But first, when the news first broke that the son passed away, the Lou Will guy came out and said, Bandman Kevo deserved the same thing with 300 marks. That little boy used to be in a hood begging us for help and really out here surviving on his own while Kevo lived his life. Shake my head. Small world though, when he told us you was his daddy, we ain't believe him. Rest up, little bro. And then, of course, after that, he went on to say, Bandman Kevo wild as hell. They ain't gonna block me, shake my head. I don't need nothing from you. I'm well respected and well paid. I'm just trying to make sure little bro get put to rest the right way, shake my head. I already let him down as a father. You all he talked about, shake my head. In a minute, little bro. So the very fact that Bandman Kevo is saying that the mother wouldn't allow him to actually speak with his son. Let's remind you, the son is 16 years old. Of course, I'm sure he's got an Instagram, Facebook. There's always a way to actually connect and to actually talk, especially if it's your son, a way to do that, right? And then you got this guy that's from the streets that the son, I'm about to read you a message here in a little bit of the son asking this street guy who's saying all this about Bandman Kevo, can he potentially work for him, right, to get some money in his pocket? There's always some type of way, and I think this is why the internet is just, they coming out on real hard on Bandman Kevo and putting a lot of the blood of his son on his actual hands right now. So the messages between the street guy and Bandman Kevo's son, it says this, right? First of all, he put a big message at the top. You should be able to see it on this side of the screen or on that side of the screen where it says, "This killing me, little bro, shake my head. All you wanted was some money." So the Bandman Kevo's son said, "You need a worker, I'll pay up front. You keep this coming." And then he said, "Effed up trying to flip some. I'm just saying, had to see, was it green? I'll bring whatever you need though." So pretty much Bandman Kevo's son is trying to get some work, and y'all should know what work is. You know what I'm talking about? He's trying to get some work from this guy that got the work to then go and flip it so that then he could get some money, right? Instead of just being able to just call his pops and be like, "Hey, pops, listen, I'm doing bad." Like he said in this message, "I'm doing bad. Can I have this or can I have that right now?" Right? And that's why it's leaving a lot of people just to say, like, "Dang, bro, this is real bad for Bandman Kevo." Now, all my judgments aside, because I don't know how the relationship actually was or was not, but from reading this, it definitely does look like, Buddy dropped the ball with his son for sure. But Bandman Kevo does actually respond to all this, and I'm gonna let y'all know what he said, right? So first of all, within the actual comment section, I'm going to read y'all some of the comments from the people in the comment section, and you should be able to see that on the screen as well, because they was pretty much going in the comment section. So the comment says, "The way he going about it seemed off," and they're talking about Bandman Kevo. Let me go back here because it kind of switch screens. So the first lady said, "The way he going about it seemed off." And then the next person says, "He moving like his rapper friend died." And these are the comments with the most likes that are under the post that's speaking about Bandman Kevo on the Shade Room, right? And then, of course, the next person said, "Why does he seem happy about this?" And then somebody replied, "How does he seem happy?" And then last but not least, the next person goes, "He got millions, but his son's still in the trenches. Crazy." Now, that's the part that got a lot of people just like, "Dang, bro, this is just a wild story," because the fact that the father's a super millionaire, and I say super millionaire because he's got multi-millions, and he's got all this knowledge on how to get more millions to the point to where he's doing like teaching, coaching classes, showing people how to get more money, right? And then, even if he was to just instill that knowledge to his son, that would be something that's just super beneficial. That way he ain't got to be out here in the streets, because everybody knows what the streets gonna end with, dead or in jail, for everybody that's inside of it, right? It's super rare that you're able to make it out of the streets, right? And then, of course, it's more saddening because the dude that was in the streets, Lou Will, that Bandman Kevo's son pretty much asked for a job, was coming out saying, "Hey, man, listen, all he did was talk about you. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't believe that you was his father." You know what I'm talking about? That's how bad it was. But, of course, the Shade Room actually spoke with Bandman Kevo, and I'm going to let y'all know what Bandman Kevo pretty much related to the Shade Room, pretty much letting them know, "Hey, listen, man, my relationship with my son was rocky. It was strained because of his mama." It says, he says his relationship with his son was a bit rocky as Kevion's mother did not want Kevo part of his life. Kevo says he paid child support, but believed the mom did not give the son the money he would need to live a stable life. So, like I say, of course, whenever the kid is super young, you may not be able to have like just contact with him and stuff like that. But once he gets to the age of like, he was 16, so you can always, social media runs the world. And obviously, if he out in the streets selling stuff, selling packs, talking about getting work and flipping work and able to do that, I'm sure if she wasn't stopping him from doing that, she can't really like stop him from talking to his father if that's the route that he was already taking, because she already not doing a good job by letting him be out in the streets by doing that work, right? So overall, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty sad story, and I'm pretty sure Buddy had a hard life and he probably didn't even have to have a hard life, you know. I don't know all the inner workings of the mama and Bandman Kevo, but it's definitely just a kind of a tragic, sad story. Just to know him, just mainly because his dad's a super millionaire, right? But anyways, as more details come out about this, like I said, they should let us know who was doing the selling and who was getting robbed. I would imagine right now, since Buddy was trying to get some money, that Bandman Kevo's son was potentially the one trying to do the robbing. Just because, like I say, he needed money. He didn't have no money. He was broke. He was in the trenches. He was poor. His family may not have been poor, meaning his dad not poor, but him personally was, because it's almost as if he was cut off, right? But anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.
In the game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love key talk.